What's going on, Geminites? It's your boy Gem Mint. With us being locked down for the foreseeable future, I thought it would be fun to count down the 5 things that collectors can do during quarantine. Alright, so the first thing we're going to talk about while we're stuck in the house is dusting your statues. It's long overdue. It's important that you dust these things because that dust can get caked on, it can damage the paint, and it can make your statues look dingy and dull. I use a makeup brush. It's got the really soft bristles, and what I do is kind of like the easy way. Just walk around and kind of dust off these guys on the top, maybe get the crevices there, and I try to just walk around each one and give them a quick once over. Now some people get really into it. They take the piece off, they put it on a turntable on like the middle of a table. Me, I'm a little bit nervous on doing that because anytime I start moving statues around, something's gonna break. So I kind of just do the quick once over and dust the statues. Get yourself a nice makeup brush and get to work. Alright, the next thing that you need to do is organize your comic books. That's going to include bagging and boarding them and putting them away in the short or long boxes. Now, I've been using these resealable bags. These are BCW. These are modern comic bags and boards, so that means that they fit the comic pretty tight. The Silver Age ones are going to be a little bit wider, and the books can kind of shuffle around in there. So you want to take the time. I know you got a big stack of raw books from 4 weeks of your pulls. Go ahead and get them things bagged and boarded, and let's organize them. I have like 6 short boxes here. Let's go ahead and see how I organize my books. Alright, so let's do my preliminary sorting. I know I have Hulk, Jessica Jones, Scream, anything kind of symbiote related in one box. I have my Star Wars stuff with Punisher. Empire I'm going to put in my cosmic stuff. I have all my Dawn of X titles in one box. And then I have DC, Black Label, and Indie stuff. So let's go ahead. I kind of already had them in order. Let's go ahead and get them in the box. Of course, I have all the Mutants books and their very own House of X Powers of 10 short box. I pick these up from my local comic book shop anytime I get a chance. So in here, it's only the new Dawn of X titles and House of X Powers of 10. Here's issues 1 through 6. Of House of X. Then you got the Powers of 10 stuff. I have variants somewhere. I don't know where I put the variants. Oh yeah, here's the variant for issue 1. I got this for Fee because Gambit and Rogue are her favorites. Alright, so what do we got here? We got a one-shot. Let me see, where did I put the other one shot that was released? That's Marauders, Excalibur, X-Force, New Mutants. Alright, so I must have put the one shot in the back. I sure did. So let's go ahead and put the new one shot there. Fantastic Four and X-Men. I might have that by my Fantastic Four books actually. Let's go ahead and get Wolverine issue 2 put away. Hellions is a new run, so we'll put that behind the new Cable number 1. See, this is what I'm talking about, organization. I should probably move that X-Men Fantastic Four run into this box because that's all really Dawn of X related. Yeah, so I probably have my Fantastic Four stuff, and sure enough, X-Men and Fantastic Four in the Cosmic box. So let's go ahead and move that on over to the Mutant box, right? Alright, so now this book is done. Box that bad boy up. Like I mentioned, cosmic, right? So I do want to put the Empire stuff in my cosmic box. So that should be good for this one. Oh, Star Wars is in here too. That makes sense. Let's put this behind Bounty Hunters #1. Cool. And this box should be good to go. Put these bad boys back. The next thing we should be doing in quarantine is read. Definitely be reading. Look at all these books. Why do we have sealed omnibus while we're in quarantine? That's the new rule. There are no sealed books allowed during quarantine. We got to unseal all these books. It's time to get cracking and read all of your backlog. Look at this backlog. Come on now. If you haven't seen a review of this, it should have been read. What I'm reading right now, got a couple things. Got Death Note all-in-one manga. Kind of halfway through that thing. Started reading Best of Curse of the Spawn. I'm getting a statue in and I really want to learn more about the character. And to continue with my X-Men read-through, I'm about halfway through, a quarter of the way through Bishop's Crossing. It's kind of a slog. That looks really dirty. But yeah, it's time to read, guys. Quarantine, we're in lockdown. You don't got nothing else to do. Let's get to it. All right, Fee, we're on quarantine. Are you reading your backlog?
Yeah, I'm reading the backlog.
What is this?
1938 Superman, Golden Age Superman.
Omnibus?
Yeah, Omnibus.
Oh, look at you. All right, you get through that backlog. What are we in, the Red Couch District here? What's going on?
Sitting amongst my boxes.
That brings us to the next one, guys. We got a lot of downtime. Besides doing a lot of yard work or housework, it's time to organize the statue boxes. Fee, you want to tell them what we got going on over here?
So depending on where you live, see, it's okay for us. We don't really have like bugs like that out here. But if you're like down in Florida, you may need to wrap these boxes, and now would be a perfect time to green saran wrap these boxes.
What's your thought process when you stack these up and try to organize the boxes? We're in the garage, by the way.
Okay, when I'm doing my boxes, I always try to put the largest and the ones that are the same size on the bottom, because then I can have all the irregular ones at the top that sort of just doesn't really matter. So I put like the largest and heaviest at the bottom, obviously, so it doesn't smash the smaller boxes also. And I also have like shipping boxes mixed in with this. So it's just, this is the cardboard castle right here.
All right, thanks, Fee. All right, guys, lastly, you could take this time to categorize and itemize your collection. You could do this with your omnibus, you could do it with statues or your single issues, and there's a number of ways you can do them. With statues, you might have to do something like an Excel sheet, maybe track what you paid for it. You can search sold listings on eBay to see how much it's worth. I personally don't use any of those comic book apps, so if you guys use those, you could sound off in the comments below. You can kind of track what your collection's worth. Maybe there's some things that you're ready to part with to fund the hobby in some other way, and you'll be willing to sell them. I would not recommend to sell right now during this time. The economy's down. People are not spending money. But when we get out of this, you can have a good idea of what your collection is worth. You could also use this for insurance purposes. Another thing I'm guilty of not doing, so if you guys do insure your collection, drop a comment below what company you use or anything that you guys want to add about insuring a collection of comics. So that's everything, man. We are locked down. Hopefully you guys have a lot of stuff that can keep you busy or spend time with family. I know it's a rough time, so hopefully everyone can help bounce back up out of this. I appreciate you guys watching. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel. Over 60% of the people who watch these videos are not subscribed. So go ahead, hit that subscribe. We are doing a giveaway for the Diamond Select Thanos statue once we hit 75,000 subscribers. So make sure to subscribe, like, and comment, and stay minty fresh. Peace. Our boys at KRS Comics have 3 exclusives that they're dropping today. The first one is the Catwoman MegaCon exclusive. Beautiful oversized book with that magazine vibe. That's a $30 book. Then the Clayton Crane Venom 25 issue, which is also an oversized issue at $30. And man, this thing looks awesome with the trade dress and the final artwork. Looks amazing. And then they have a regular exclusive that drops today. This is the Ghost Spider Mike Mayhew cover, and it's $15 for cover A, $40 for the A and B set, which is the trade dress and the Virgin. Use the code GemMint at checkout and save yourself 15%. Plus, you can use that code. It's good for anything on the store. Also, our boys at thatspidermanbooth.com have a new giveaway prize for this current mystery box. This box runs from today until Saturday, March 28th. It's a $30 mystery box. Use the code GEMMINT at checkout and you can save yourself $10. You're going to get 5 comics of retail value. One lucky winner is going to get this amazing Spider-Man 300 CGC 9.2 signed by Todd McFarlane and Stan Lee.